Hello.
Hi, Nikolai. All right. All right, wonderful. Both of you are here, so we will start now. Okay. So we're going to review irregular verbs in the past simple. My name is Tia, and I'm from the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we are going to learn more irregular verbs and their form in the past simple. And we are going to practice these irregular verbs along with ones you already know. Okay. This is not a long lesson, okay?
Okay.
So you will have an opportunity to practice, okay, probably at the end. So, um, okay, Sheila, can you read?
I, pl- I played my first basketball game when I was 7 years old. I thought it would be very difficult to play. The other team threw the ball very hard, but I caught it. Since then, I know it was my favorite sport.
Good. Okay. What is the present simple? So these are all in the past simple. What is the present simple of thought, Sheila?
Think
Think. Good. Nikolai, what is the present simple of threw?
Throw.
Throw. Good. Sheila, what is the present simple of caught?
catch.
Catch. And Nikolai, the present simple of knew?
No.
No. Okay. So you know that. So let's see how you do after. Okay. Review of irregular verbs in the past simple. So as you know, we have regular verbs, and the regular verbs you add ed or d, all right, to them for the past simple. But the irregular verbs have their own forms. Here are some irregular verbs, okay? You should know these already, okay? Okay, so I'm going to go on.
Mm-hmm.
So new irregular verbs in the past simple. These may be new to you or maybe not, okay? But look at them.
Um, draw, drew, drawn. Oh,
Draw and drew. I drew a picture of you.
uh-huh. Catch, caught, caught.
Mhm. Catch, caught.
Throw, threw.
Hmm.
Wake up, woke up.
Hmm.
Swim, swam.
Hmm. Okay. So I'm going to go to the next page. So negatives and questions. To make negatives and questions in the past simple, we use did or we use didn't if we use the negative, okay, in the negative.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then after we use the did or the didn't, we use the infinitive. We call it the infinitive of the verb, which is just basically the present simple, okay, the present simple form. But you use the infinitive form of the verb without to, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So for the example here, it says I ate dinner in the positive. Then here you have to use didn't eat, okay? If it's in the negative, but talking about the past. I didn't eat dinner, okay? If you ask the question, you must use did,
Uh-huh.
okay? Did you eat dinner?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Again, I saw Ellen. I didn't see Ellen for the negative, okay?
Uh-huh.
Question, did you see Ellen? Okay.
Uh-huh.
I drew a picture. I didn't draw a picture. Did you draw a picture?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So just to give you an idea, so you must use did if it is a regular verb. If you use the verb to be, I am, there or I was, you use the verb to be. But if the verb is any other verb like eat, any other, okay, not be, but any other verb, you must use did or do or did, okay? So any questions so far? Sorry, any questions here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Negatives and questions with be. So questions and negatives with be are different, okay, which is what I was talking about. We simply make was or were negative
Mm-hmm.
by adding not, okay. For questions, we just switch. Okay, so I was not instead of, well, you don't say I was not. That's the answer. So if you're asking the question about happy, I was happy. Were you happy? Okay, if you're asking someone else, were you happy?
Mhm.
Was he a good boy? So you have to put the verb to be at the beginning, okay, for questions. Sheila, can you read the sentences there?
I was happy. I wasn't happy. Were you happy? He was a good boy. He wasn't a good boy. Was he a good boy? There were a lot of people. There
Weren't.
weren't. There weren't a lot of people. Were there a lot of people?
Mhm. Okay. Any questions?
No.
Okay, good. So now you're going to make a sentence in the past simple form from each pronoun and verb, okay? So they give you he, they give you swim. So think of a sentence, okay? A statement, okay, that you can make. Nikolai, you have he and swim, and I wake up. Sheila, you have we throw, and she say, okay?
Mhm. I am ready.
All right, 1 second. So just, all right. Uh, Actually, can you write them? Because it's better if you write them. I like to see how you write them. Mm, sorry. In his last competition, Nikolai, in instead of on.
Mhm. Mhm.
Good. A good sentence. I'm just going to share it with Sheila. Nikolai, just put your settings to everyone.
Mhm.
Let's make sure you put it to everyone. Okay. Sheila, do you have a second sentence? Okay. Good. Capital S, she said. Good. That she had. Sheila, I'm sorry, it's funny. She said she had a headache. If you
Uh-huh.
say she said she
had
is a headache, that means that
had
she's being a pain in my head. I'm like, oh my God. She said she is a headache. Yeah, I have said that. That's why I'm laughing. She said she's a headache. So yeah, yeah. Like my cousin, she's a headache. She screams loud. She's very like, oh my God, she's a headache. Okay. So yes, she said she had a headache. Had a headache. Had a. You want that a headache. Like that. Oh, okay. Good, guys. Very good. So let's move on. So decide which verbs have regular or irregular forms in the past simple. Okay. To be, we already know that has an irregular form. Okay, so we know that's an I, big I already. What about take, Sheila?
mm, I.
Irregular. Why? What is the past simple of take?
No. This is took.
Took is the past simple. It's an irregular verb. Took. So take, took. Nikolai, what is the past simple of sing?
Sang.
Okay, is it regular or irregular?
Irregular.
Irregular. Sing, sang. Sing, sang.
Mm-hmm.
Sheila, walk.
Regular.
Regular. What is the past simple?
Also walk.
Walked.
Walked.
Walked. Because you said also walk. I was like, no, walked. Good. Win, Nikolai.
Irregular.
Irregular. What is the past simple?
One.
One. Good. Sheila, swim.
Irregular.
Hmm
Swam.
Swam. Swam.
Swam.
Swim, swam, swum is the past participle. It's the past participle. So swim is the present. Past simple is swam. And then past
Swam.
participle is swum. So swim, swam, swum. Nikolai, read.
Irregular. Red.
Red. Good. How do you spell red?
Red.
How do you spell it?
Air. R.
R. E.
A D.
That's it. So it's spelled the same. That's why it's irregular. Okay. And Sheila, climb.
Regular.
Regular. What is the past simple?
Climb.
Climbed. Make sure you put the d. Climbed. So for these regular verbs, this happens to everyone. Make sure that you put that sound, that T or D sound at the end of them, only because it sounds, a lot of people do this, but they say the past simple and they never say the T or D sound so that we don't know. We think they're saying it the same. Okay. So just make sure you put the walked, climbed. Okay. Make sure you put that on the end there. So fill in the blanks with the correct word. They give you the words at the bottom here. They are already in the past simple. Look at the sentences carefully, okay, and choose the correct one. All right. Nikolai, would you like to try the first one?
Sure.
Okay.
Last week, when we played against the other school, our team won by 10 points.
Sheila?
I'm sorry, I'm tired. I woke up very early this morning.
Good. Nikolai?
They built a house in the country.
Good.
We went to Australia last year.
Good.
She swam across the lake to win a race.
Good.
He won in the race and won first prize.
Ta-da! You guys get a star. Yes. Woo! Next. Now you have more fill in the gaps. So fill in the gaps with the verbs from the previous pages. Then ask and answer the questions. Okay. It says give as much detail as possible. I'll ask you for more detail. Okay. Number one, Sheila.
Did you eat breakfast yesterday?
Breakfast. Make sure you say breakfast.
Breakfast.
Okay, so just put that ST on it. Good. Nikolai.
Did you draw pictures when you were a child?
Okay.
What did you
No, hold on 1 second. Give me 2 seconds. I'm sorry.
Did you do the?
Oh goodness, it's just giving me my R does not work, so let's pretend the R is there. So D-R-A-W. Just pretend it's there. Okay, what did you?
What did you draw? Oh.
Okay, yes, what did you draw? Good. So now, oh, hateful. It works and then it doesn't want to work. It was working today and now it doesn't want to work. What did you draw? Good. So first 2 questions. Sheila, did you eat breakfast today? Oh, yesterday? Yesterday? Did you eat breakfast yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, good. What did you eat?
Egg.
Eggs. Eggs. Or 1 egg. Did you eat 1 egg or did you eat
1
eggs?
egg.
1 egg. That's it? No toast? No orange
No.
juice? Nothing?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, Nikolai, what did you draw pictures when you were a child?
Yes.
Oh, no, Nikolai. Sorry, Nikolai.
Huh?
Nikolai, did you draw pictures when you were a child?
Yeah, yes, I did.
Okay. What did you draw?
Probably I don't remember, but I guess that it was uh tanks, maybe cars.
Okay. I drew tanks and cars. Okay. Maybe. All right. Number 3, Sheila.
What time did you sleep last Sunday?
Okay. What time did you sleep last Sunday?
Maybe 1 a.m.
1. Oh, wow. You went to sleep at 1 a.m.? Wow, that's late.
Because I have quiz.
Because you had what?
Quiz.
Crease. What's crease?
Quiz.
Oh, I had a quiz. Okay. Okay. Did you pass?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay. You're still waiting. Okay. Nikolai, number 4.
Uh, mm, were you happy when you were at school?
Okay. Were. Good. Were.
Very happy.
Were you happy when? So were you happy when you were at school?
Um, right now, I think yes, but
No. Were you happy when you were at school?
uh,
In other words, when you were young in school, like when you were very, very
right
young.
now, I think that I was happy at that
Oh,
time. But
okay.
when I really was at that time, I think uh, high school. I want to
Oh,
I,
okay.
I want to pass it as quick as I can and move on.
Okay. Oh, I understand then. Yeah. All right. All right. I felt the same way when I was a teenager. I wanted to just get out. I wanted to just leave. But yeah. Yeah. But I wasn't happy. I was not happy in school. I hated school. I liked learning. I didn't like being the social. I didn't like the social part of school.
Mm.
So, mm. Sheila, number 5.
Did you meet any of your friends yesterday?
What did you meet? Did you meet any of your friends yesterday?
No.
No. Well, you had a quiz. So. All right. Nikolai, number 6.
Um, did you swim in lakes or rivers when you were a child? Uh, yes, I swam in
Good.
lakes when I was a child.
Okay. All right. And Sheila.
Uh, I don't know.
On holiday. So what do you do on holiday? What is the action that you take when, so this is
Did
anywhere on
you
holiday. So did you,
did you shopping?
not shop.
Did you shop
Oh, well,
anywhere?
it could be, did you shop anywhere on holiday last year, but did you go? Go.
Did
We
you
go on
go?
holiday. you go anywhere on holiday last year?
No,
No? No?
I don't know. I
Last
don't
year?
remember.
You don't remember? Oh my goodness. Did you go on holiday in 2018? June,
Uh,
July, August of 2018?
maybe Taiwan.
Taiwan? Okay. Okay. Sheila, are you awake, Sheila? She's like, I don't know. I think I did. I'm not quite sure. All right. I know I went on holiday last year and I was in France and Spain for quite a while.
Oh,
So,
cool.
yes, I was there. So I know where I was. Holidays, I remember all my holidays. If you ask me when I went to work, I'm like, oh, I don't know. But holiday, oh, I love to travel. So bye. I love to travel. So more irregular verbs in the past simple. So these particular ones in the past simple, they have an O-U-G-H-T, okay, or an A-U-G-H-T, but they have that G-H uh, in the spelling, okay. But as you can see, they're very simple. They're not the same, okay. They're
Hmm.
not the same in the present simple, but they're kind of the same, at least the same spelling or same type of spelling in the past simple, okay. But these are your irregular verbs for them. Okay. So brought, fought, thought, and taught.
Um,
They all have that ought
I,
there.
I, I, I didn't, I didn't hear second and third.
Oh, okay. Brought, fought, thought, and taught.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay. So that's how they all sound. Going to the next one.
Mhm.
So take a look. Nikolai, can you read the sentences for me?
They brought it. They didn't bring it. Did they bring it? He taught me. He didn't teach me. Did he teach me?
Good. Okay. So that's how you use it in sentences. So now you're going to choose the correct answer. Nikolai, number one.
Um, did they remember to do the homework?
Good. Once you become more fluent and we know that you know how to form this question, then you can say, they remember to do their homework? Then you can use that one.
This is informal.
That's an informal one. That's what we use later after you become fluent. You cannot use it before because you won't know. You will forget to use did.
Hmm.
But once you become fluent, then you can just ask, hey, they do their homework? Okay. They remember to do their homework? Okay. I can ask it that way, but here we're going to start with did until you
Hmm.
guys understand. Okay, good. Number two, Sheila.
I did not think the game was this Friday.
Good. I did not think the game was this Friday. Good. Nikolai.
Um, then did you see the football game?
When did you see? Good. And Sheila.
I got a friend with me to train.
Ta-da!
Hmm.
Fabulous. Now, correct the mistakes in the text. First, read it alone, okay?
Hmm.
And then I will ask you for the corrections, okay? Okay, Sheila, first sentence.
When I was younger, I didn't know much about basketball.
Good, no. Good. Nikolai.
I played on a team with my younger brother. Uh, Played verb P-L-A-Y-E-D.
Good.
Mhm.
Very good. Okay, don't good. Sheila?
In our first game, he hit the ball very hard. It's gone over the.
Oh, just
It
the first.
went
No,
over.
just that one sentence. In our first game, he hit the ball very hard. Does it need correction?
Or maybe S.
No.
Maybe in at.
Nope.
No.
Nope. It's correct. It's fine. In our first game, he hit the ball very hard.
Mhm.
Because hit is hit. There's
Mhm.
no present or there's no. So he hit it. Did he hit it in the present? He hit it. In the past, he hit it. So hit is hit. It's an irregular verb because it stays the same. Next one, Nikolai.
It go it go it go over the heads all it go over the heads of all of the other players. Um, it went over the heads of all of the other players.
Yeah, exactly. Went. Okay, good. So when I was younger, I didn't know much about baseball. I played, P-L-A-Y-E-D, on a team with my younger brother. In our first game, he hit the ball very hard. It went over the heads of all the other players. Ta-da!
Hmm.
Okay. So fill in the gaps. Use the 4 present tense verbs of the previous GHT. So they want you to use
Hmm.
these 4, okay? Brought, fought, thought, and caught. Taught. Okay. Again, they want you to answer the questions after you do it, okay?
Hmm.
Nikolai, did you?
Uh, did you did you thought you would learn English?
Well, there's did you.
Ah,
It's in did you.
I, did you think you would learn English when you were a child?
Yes.
Hmm.
Did you think you would learn English when you were a child?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Me neither. I didn't think I would teach English when I was a child. So I didn't think I would teach it. Well, I wanted to teach it, but I didn't think I would. So, yes. Sheila,
Did you fight with your brother or sister when you were younger?
do you have brothers and sisters or is it just you?
Yes.
Okay. So did you fight with your brothers and sisters when you were younger?
No.
Really? Never?
Never.
Never
Never.
ever.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Did you live in the same house?
Yes.
Okay. From birth? Okay. All right. Oh, that's weird. Okay. I say that because most times if you grew up with your brothers and sisters, unless they were much, much older than you, and still you fight with them, still usually you fight with them. Um, yeah, usually people fight with their brothers and sisters. Not fight as in like this, no. But like, no, 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 that's mine. That. You never fought with them
Oh,
verbally.
yes.
You never fought with them verbally either?
Yes. This have.
Yes, you did fight with them verbally.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes, fight. Okay, so let me explain fight in English because in English we confuse people with that term. Um, so there's fight. When we say the fight happened, there was a fight that happened. Usually that's physical. Usually that's physical, but we also say couples fight over money, right? Over money or over money. Couples fight over money, right? We just mean verbally. They argue. It's another way for saying argue. So it's kind of confusing because people think, well, if you say fight, don't you mean like fist, like, ugh, no,
Oh.
not all the time. Most times we're talking about like, I say, me and my sister had a fight. That just means we argued. Same thing with me and my mother or me and my husband. We just argued. We didn't physically. Now, if it did turn, if I said, no, we had a fight, he hit me, then that's, it's like, oh, so you have to tell the
Oh.
person that it was physical, not, yeah. Yeah, that's why I said we confuse a lot of non-native speakers. We confuse them because they think, oh, you had a fight? He hit you? And you're like, no, no, argue. We argued. So it happens often. Okay. Number 3, Nikolai.
Um, did you did your grandparents you anything when you were a girl?
So you have bring and teach left now. Bring and teach
Ah,
are left.
ah,
Because it was think, fight,
uh-huh.
bring, and
Got it.
teach.
This is in third questions. Teach. Did your grandparents teach you anything when you were a kid?
Did your did your grandparents teach you anything?
Um, Actually, I don't remember my grandparents because
Oh.
I was born very late.
Ah, okay. Okay. All right. All right. Fair enough. Um, did you, Sheila?
Did you bring your basketball gloves today?
Glove. Glove. Baseball glove.
Glove.
So did you bring your baseball glove today, Sheila?
No.
No, that's okay. You don't need it. Okay. So think of things you did at these times. Okay. Um, for example, in 2000, I began to travel. Okay. Last week I went to a autumn fair. A month ago, I was in Australia. Okay. I was in Australia a month ago. When I was 16, I did not like school. When I was a child, I screamed a lot. This morning, I slept in. Okay, I slept in. And in January, I went to LA for 2 months. Woo! So, what about you?
Mm,
So what do we do? Why don't we do this? I'm going to ask each of you. So I'm going to put your names on the ones that I want you to do. So this is Sheila. This is Nikolai.
uh-huh.
This is Sheila. This is Nikolai. This is Sheila. This is Nikolai. And this is Nikolai and Sheila.
I I didn't do anything this morning because I woke up, opened my laptop, and start
And
learning
start
and started
and started.
started learning English.
Okay. Okay. Good. Oh, so you haven't done anything because you're saying it's morning right now.
Mm.
Oh, okay. So you have to use the perfect tense actually because I'll teach you the perfect tense very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Since you have just woken up,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it's recently morning
Mm-hmm.
there,
Mm-hmm.
you would have to say, I have just begun the day. So I haven't started the day. I haven't. You have
Uh,
to use the perfect tense. The perfect tense, you'll learn later about this.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like a question like this morning, you would say, I can't answer that because I've just begun
Mm-hmm.
this morning. It's like, oh, okay. So again, you will learn it later. Okay, well then don't worry about it, Nikolai.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Sheila.
Um, I'm fun. Yeah, I I was funding primary school in two zero zero
2000.
2000 year 2000.
Oh, you started primary school in 2000.
Yes.
Oh, how old are you? You're 20, you're
Uh,
19?
20.
You're 20.
Yeah.
Okay. So you started primary school. Okay. You're like my brother's age. Okay. You're a millennial. We call you guys millennials. So I started primary school or not primary. Uh, what did you say? Primary school?
Yes.
Okay. I started primary school in 2000. Good. Nikolai, your turn.
when I was 16, I uh, I I wanted to be a programmer.
Okay. When I was 16, I wanted to be a programmer. Good. Sheila?
Um, I I go to swimming a month ago.
I
A,
went. I went.
a month ago.
Okay. I went swimming. Make sure you use went. So I go swimming every day. I went swimming a month ago. Okay.
Me?
And that's you. It's your turn.
Um, last week, um, mm, last week I visited my best friend.
Okay. Last week I visited my best friend.
I learned guitar when I was child.
You what, Sheila? I couldn't hear you.
Uh, learn guitar.
I learned guitar when I was a child. Good. And in January for both of you.
I was at home in January
Mm-hmm. I was at home. Good.
because we have long
We
holidays,
okay.
and I visited my mom.
Oh, okay. You live in another city?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I went to China in January.
In January. Okay. Nice guys. All right. Wonderful.
May I ask a question?
Sure.
Uh, in mm, in what level uh, perfect tense?
Usually we try to start, I think, at the end of the A2 level, at the very end of it. But if not, then they start at the beginning of the B1 level.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But usually at the end of the A2, they try. But you must master, in order to use it, you must master the past simple because You have people confuse the past simple with the past participle.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to learn all the participles. So, and they're kind of hard for people. So doing the past simple, like reviewing the past simple, helps people
Mm-hmm.
to know which ones they are so they don't confuse it. When they learn the past participles, they don't have to do two jobs, which is learn the past simple and the past participle. Now that they know the past simple, they just focus on the participles. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I always tell students, I'm like, please learn the past simple for your regular and irregular verbs so that it's just easier for you to go on, for you to move to the next level
Mm-hmm.
of learning the tenses, because that's where it becomes much more um, a little, I don't want to say complicated, but it can be complicated if you did not learn the past simple well.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell your teacher anything more about your past? Yes, tell me all your secrets. Okay, what I'd rather do is I'd rather play Never Have I Ever. Have you heard of that game before?
Um, Once again,
Okay.
please.
I'm gonna write it down. It's called, we play a game in the United States, or
Uh-huh.
actually we play it, most English speaking countries play a game called Never Have I Ever. Okay. But you have to use the past when you use it. Okay. So I say, usually in this game, it's a drinking game usually, but
It's a
I don't
cool
use, we're
game.
not, yeah, exactly. We're not gonna be drinking here. So what you do is you say, never have I ever, and you tell the people that are around something that you've never done. Okay. If the people around you, if I say, never have I ever caught a fish that was over 10 kilos,
Mm.
and you have, Nikolai, you have, and Sheila says, oh yeah, me, I have too, then the next person has to say, never have I ever, until everyone says, no, never have I ever. No, I've never done that either. Okay. But instead, we're going to do this. You're going to say, never have I ever caught a fish. Okay. If you have caught a fish before, then you're going to say, never have I ever thought about um, pink elephants. Okay. And then you say, okay, if Sheila's like, oh, actually, I have thought of pink elephants before, she has to say, never have I ever, um, oh, we can't use that one. Oh, okay, no, we can't play this game.
Oh.
Okay. Um, no, we can't, because you can't say ate. You have to say, never have I ever eaten, which is the um, perfect tense. All right, all right. So that's a bad game. I'm sorry. I thought
Ah.
I usually play it with the perfect tenses, and I forgot that I wasn't. It's the wrong game. Okay. Just say, just tell me what you've done. Just use the past simple. Okay. Sorry. So, ooh, what did I catch? Ooh, I caught a mouse
Wow.
once. I
By
caught a mouse
by your
once.
hands?
No, no. I caught a mouse once.
Uh-huh.
Has anyone here ever caught a mouse? Has anyone caught a mouse?
I caught a mouse by my hands.
With my hands.
With my hand with my hands.
Okay. Well, guess
When
what? You get
when I was a kid, I was uh, I was in the field,
yeah,
far from home,
yeah.
and I saw that uh, when some um, mammal, it's not home. It's not home. It's wild. Oh, what's what I said? I
Uh,
caught wild mouse in the
oh,
field.
Oh, a field mouse. We call them field mice, actually.
Field mice. Oh.
Field mice. So I caught a field mouse.
Field mice.
Yeah.
I caught a field mice with my hands.
Mouse. I caught a field mouse, one
I,
mouse.
I,
But
I
yeah,
caught.
we call all of them field mice for the
Oh,
plural.
okay, thank you. I caught field mouse with my hands when I was a kid.
Okay. Did you take him home?
No, he just bite me,
Oh, bit me. He
bit me, and I, ah!
Okay. Yes. No, I caught one with a trap. We have the mouse trap, so I caught him there, and I had to.
I,
I hate mice, so I was very scared. I was like, ah.
it's normal.
Yeah.
Actually, at home we have mouse traps too,
Okay.
or cats.
That's easier for me. I'd rather have a cat. Yeah, I would rather have one. So then, Nikolai, choose one of these and tell us something.
Um, I ate very tasty homemade pizza yesterday.
Oh,
Uh, it's
I did not.
it's cooked by my mom.
It was cooked.
It
It
was
was
cooked. It was
cooked.
cooked.
Okay. Okay. All right. No, Sheila, it's your turn because I didn't eat pizza yesterday. I had something else. So. I usually have pizza though. Usually I eat pizza.
Uh, I thought my uh, future career.
I thought my future. What do you mean you thought your future career? What do you mean?
I want to be.
Thought about.
I want to be
Okay. You want to
doctor.
be a what? A doctor? Did you
Yes.
say a doctor?
Yes.
Okay. So I thought about becoming a doctor is how we say. I thought about becoming a doctor.
I thought about becoming.
But you didn't just think about it, you chose, right? You chose you chose that career. Like you are choosing, sorry, you are choosing that as a career, correct? Or no? Sheila?
Shayla.
Sheila? I think I've lost her.
I think she she went to bed.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm just like, I think I've lost her. All right. Hopefully she'll be back soon. Okay, your turn, Nikolai.
Um, um, I I thought mm, I thought to uh I thought to raft I thought rafting last August.
I taught rafting last August. Okay.
Rafting down the river.
Water rafting. Water
Water
rafting.
rafting. Mm.
Total rafting last summer, you said?
Last August. Oh, last
Last
summer.
August. Okay. Last summer, last August. Okay. I'm gonna write last August.
Because it
I
it
taught
it, it
water
was
rafting.
only in August.
Okay. I taught
Wow,
classes
double
all summer.
Shayla with school.
Double Sheilas, yes. I taught classes all summer.
Mhm.
I taught classes, English classes all summer. Hi, Sheila.
Anyone? Anyone of Sheila?
It's the connection. It happens often. I have a lot of
Uh,
people. It happens to them. They get disconnected and they have to come back.
I see
But
it
the other
first
one,
time.
okay. No, it happens a lot. I've been teaching for 2 years. It happens a lot. So, yeah.
I mm, this is my 30 36th lesson, and I see it at first time.
Oh, okay. Wow, you're lucky. You should be a teacher.
Oh,
You see a lot.
maybe Russian.
Yes, you see a lot. So, all right. So let's take a look. So what is the past simple form of fight?
Fought,
What? Past simple of think?
fought,
What? Catch?
caught.
Sheila?
Couch.
Good.
Oh, you will ask.
Sheila, we hear you now. What is the past simple of throw,
Throw.
Sheila?
Throw.
Through. Sheila? We're actually at the end. You know what?
Brainstorm.
Sheila, you came just in time for the end. So, what I said to you before about learning the past simple, especially with the irregular verbs, it is important if you have intentions of becoming more fluent and using English like a native speaker or close to a native speaker, I recommend you learn the past simple forms so that you can learn past the present perfect and also the present perfect continuous and any other
Hmm.
of the other forms. It'll be very, very helpful and you don't have to spend so much time memorizing. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, you both did really well today. Um, I think you just need more practice. So make sure whatever time you have, practice with the teachers. Hopefully they give you enough time to speak. Um, but yeah, okay. All right, thank you guys. Do you have any questions for me before I go?
No?
No.
All right. No, no, never. All right. Well, enjoy your day for both of you. Enjoy your day. And I'm
Thank you.
going to bed.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.
Bye bye.
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 Have a good night.